October 21st. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have a ton of stuff to get done this morning. Let me check their work over here. I did not plan anything for MTSS this week because I wasn't sure if they were done with their work. Looks like they have some more to do. Okay, good. So maybe she can get that to work for the rest of the week. I don't know. If not, I'll see if I can find her some games or something to play. I think we're gonna be okay. They have that. So I didn't plan anything. Like my group, I was just gonna work on like games and stuff with them, like practice their phonics skills and those kind of like practicing reading and stuff. We have our mini family activity today, which we're going over the brain states of conscious discipline. And then I also wanted to see if we had a game because I don't think that's gonna take up the full amount of time. And I don't think we do up here. We have Pictionary. So, I don't know, that'd be kind of fun. My only issue is I have a kindergartner. They can't read. But, if we do it in teams, because there's 6 of us, if we do 3 and 3, then that might work. So, that would be kind of fun to do. I did not plan anything else really for the rest of this week. I mean, I did, but not like a whole bunch. I didn't make any copies of interactive notebook, so I need to get that. But to this week here, we're gonna be working on our Spookily the Square pumpkins that I talked about last week, or maybe I didn't talk about it. Here, let me show you guys what they are. Sorry, awkward angle again. Anyway, so I found this on Pinterest, and this is what they look like. Let me see if I can find them really quick. But I just took like 11 by 14 construction paper, folded them into these shapes here, and then cut them in half. So I folded them into like I don't know what you call it, like the I don't know, barn doors, whatever they call them. And then I cut those in half. And then the one on Pinterest comes with this here. So, and it's a freebie. It was off somebody's website, and it looks like that. And it's supposed to be the theme. And they're like super cute. I have not finished mine. I needed to get the stuff done for it. But this was a freebie that the person had. I don't know. It's an Appalicious teacher. Then they have this, and they'll put all their stuff in it. And it has like the beginning, the middle, the end, and the theme. So that was really cute. So we're going to work on that. We're going to try to finish up as much of the spiders as we can. And I also have, is this a magic pumpkin? I can't read apparently. Scholastic News too that we can work on. So, and that's not today. I just had that. That's for the whole week. I just like spread it all out. Those are the things we're planning to work on this week. So I don't know. I don't even know what, like, I need to get some stuff done, so I'm going to go ahead and get to that. I'm sorry, like, this is going to be super short. I'm sorry. Oh, it is Coffee Talk Monday, so cue the intro. What I've done is I went on to Teachers Connect, and I don't use it too often. I don't really post anything on it, but I do read them sometimes. And this one here came from Tony Kelly, so I don't know if I'm going to be answering your question or not. But they were talking about how their students say that they're bored and how to find some engaging activities. That's a tough one depending on the grade that you're doing, because there's going to be some times where the kids are just going to be bored. Like, that's just the way it's going to be. Like, it's just the way, you know, especially on the grade, depending on the grade level. So with first graders, though, I can tell you this: find something they're interested in and make it hands-on and fun. Like, I know it sounds like so silly, whatever. Another way I like to do it is I like to use a lot of like YouTube videos too. Is another way you can do things. So I will put on, like, if we're doing time, I will find Jack Hartman's Match My Clock, or my students love the double song, so we do the double song a lot. Try to find some hook, some way of getting them into it, like with a video on YouTube, or some kind of poem or a song or something that like you can find that connects, like something that's modern day, maybe you can find to connect to it, and show your excitement. Fake it till you make it, people. I'm telling you. I do that with my kids all the time. Like, I'm always like, oh, we're going to be doing this activity. It's going to be so much fun. You're always going to get those ones that are like, I'm not doing this. Like, this is not fun to me. But as long as you look like you're happy and you are enjoying it, usually, depending on the grade level, I can't speak for all grades, But usually, anyways, I hope that kind of answered your question really quickly. But yeah, I would just recommend keeping it hands-on, some kind of movement, some kind of activity, just some kind of way of the students are moving around the room and doing things. And also finding some kind of hook, something that's going to get them into it, a YouTube video, song, something. And also just trying to make it, just how to have fun. Hopefully it's not too bumpy. If it is, I'm sorry. Today was pretty good. I mean, the afternoon got like super crazy just because the kids were acting crazy. But I blame the wind for that because it is really, really windy right now. And so the behaviors just got worse as the day went on, and then they were just like, oh, the whole time. But overall, I mean, like, we got our stuff done, and they loved the Spookly thing. We got it all finished today because I just figured I might as well just go ahead and finish it up. And they came out super cute. I don't know. Just saying. But I just wanted to check in with you guys. I'm not going to talk a whole bunch. Just because if it is bumpy, I don't want you guys being like, oh my gosh, I can't stand it. But I was kind of sharing it with you today, so it wasn't horrible the whole day, but there was the afternoon where it got super crazy, and I don't know. I mean, like, they earn no points toward their computer time on Wednesday because, like, we don't have school Thursday and Friday this week. So I don't know if I even explained a lot what's going on. So tomorrow we have our Sugar Skulls, the musical that we're going to, which I'm like super excited about. So I can get some footage for you guys of that one. So we have that, and then Wednesday we have our Pie in the Face contest assembly thing, and then Thursday is our parent-teacher conferences and a work day, and then Friday is no school. So they really only have school 3 days this week. So. It's Tuesday. Today is Sugar Skulls musical day, so we're gonna go see that. We leave. Okay, so originally we were supposed to leave at 11:50, but then they pushed it back to 12:10 because they felt like 11:50 might have been too early. Plus, I think that some of the older grades that are going, because we're going 1st through 5th, are going. The 5th graders may not be ready to go, is what I'm assuming. I don't know. I mean, like, because that's our lunchtime, so I'm thinking that they wouldn't be ready yet, but I don't know. So that means that we'll do our morning meeting. And, that'll include calendar and all that stuff. Then we'll go into our daily 5 guided reading stuff, which I'm still testing. I need to see what I still need to test. I think I have a couple more kids I need to test things on. And then I've been creating these just like folders for their portfolios. So when I do parent-teacher conferences, I have the information in front of me and I can just grab and go. Like, just pull up the kids' folder. I haven't done these in a long time. I used to do them all the time, because it's just a piece of construction paper folded in half, and I'll write the kid's name on the front of it. I used to do them all the time, then I stopped doing them like 3 or 4 years ago, and I just did like a little sheet that I created in PowerPoint, and just like boop, 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 the stuff I'm gonna talk about. Then even that ended up being too much, just because you only have 15 minutes. So I didn't do that, but we don't have as much testing data as I'm used to. So I am including all the little like assessment things I'm doing for the report cards, so that way I can explain like why they're getting those scores. So I have some students I still need to test on reading informative text and like answering and asking and answering questions and retelling. I still need to test a bunch of those students for those, and then I would need to do one for which I may not do. I'm probably not going to do today, but one just identifying the capital letter, the period, and can you write a complete sentence type thing. So other than that, I mean, like, and then I have math, which I was so lucky. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, it's over here. The other first grade teacher she was like, I'm having a lot of problems relating addition and subtraction to counting on and counting back. So she was nice enough to create this lovely little thing here. So she created that so that way the students just draw a line to match them up. So yeah, so I don't know. That's all I got. Good morning. It is Wednesday. It is March 23rd. So the Sugar Skull musical was so awesome. I loved it. Now, to say if it was really that appropriate for first graders, I'm not really so sure. I think there was a lot of stuff they didn't really understand. So I think some of the points were missed. Plus, I don't have a lot of Spanish speakers in my classroom, and so they did do a lot of Spanish speaking. Like, as an adult, I don't really speak Spanish. I speak very little Spanish, but I was able to understand some things. I knew a lot of the words. Like, when I heard them, I was like, oh yeah, I know what they're talking about. But for a first grader, I think that was a little bit, I don't know. But overall, my class loved it. They thought it was great. There was a couple scenes, though, that were a little bit... There was one, like, where this Bruja, like, this witch comes out, and she's wearing, like, this long, like, white gown thing with this thing over her face. And I don't think the kids fully understand, because they probably didn't know what a Bruja was. Like, they didn't think... I don't know, like... I have one student that speaks Spanish in my classroom, so... They may have got it, but I don't think the rest of them did. So I don't think they fully understand what was happening in the story. So I don't know. I thought it was amazing, though. So if you ever get a chance, I don't know I don't know how these people work. I don't know if they are just a local team that does it or what, but there's 5 people that were in it. So there was Sugar Skull, who was the main character in the story. And then there was a girl that was it was her story of going through the Day of the Dead stuff. I'm not even going to try to speak the Spanish try to pronounce some of these things because I'm horrible at it. So I'm not even going to butcher it and offend people. So sorry about that. But anyway, she goes through her whole thing of the Day of the Dead. She didn't really understand it. She was a young girl, just was I don't see why we need to carry on these traditions. They don't make any sense or whatever. So and then her mom is there, and then they had 2 of these people that were in the back, and they were the ones that did the music, and they did all the sounds and everything in the background. So that was really neat. And then they had, so I think there was 5 people that did. There's 5 people that did all the acting, and then there was 2 of the people in the back that did all the sound effects and all the music and everything to it. So it was really cool. Like they do all that. They did an entire production with 5 actors into like sound people. So it really was really good. And they had so many characters that were in it. So all these, so I think that's why a lot of them had like their faces covered with masks and stuff, is because 2 of them were like, they did all the other parts. And so you had the couple main characters. So, and I'm hoping that it kind of opened up some of these kids' minds to other cultures and like how they're like those kind of things are normal for them. Even though it seems scary, but it's like, this is normal. This is how their traditions are. This is how their culture is. So I'm hoping it was what it was. It was really neat though. My arm's getting super tired. So, but yeah, I didn't get a chance to share yesterday. It's hard to share, like for me to vlog in the afternoon because I can't always lock my door, and I can't, when people come in, it's like super awkward. And so I just don't do it a lot. So I try to vlog on my way home. I do have like a car stand thing that I might try using again. Maybe it will help some of the bumpiness. I don't know. Maybe we'll give that a try. I just don't use it a lot because it kind of sits in the middle and it blocks a little bit of the view. But it's not like horrible. And I think if I'm just driving on a country road, it's not going to be a huge deal. But like when you're driving in town, you want to be able to see when cars are coming, like where they're at all times. But if I'm just driving on a country road for, 15 minutes, then it's not a huge deal. So one of my students, so we have a book fair going on. And the teachers got to go down. We had a basket. We put all our books in. So one of my students bought me this book because I put it in there because I don't have a lot of like really girl-oriented books. They're more boy. And so I saw this one. I have like How to Catch a Leprechaun. I have a couple other How to Catch ones. I can't remember what the other one is. I have another one. So I thought How to Catch a Unicorn would go along with the same kind of theme. And so I thought maybe somebody might like to read it. So I got that one. I did get like a large mix of books, and that was just the first one that was bought. So I don't know when the parents come and everything, if they'll buy some books for my classroom too. But anyway, I do have, sorry to cut this super short, I do have a staff meeting in about 15 minutes. So I need to get ready for that. We do not have PLC today because we have an assembly this afternoon. So today I have plans to do, I need to do their counting, relating counting worksheet so I can start working on report cards. We'll have guided reading today. I have a thing about pumpkins. So I thought we'd do that. I also have a book that I'm going to read about pumpkins that goes through all like the parts of the pumpkins, the different kind of pumpkins. So let me grab that really quick when I'm up. So I have that book I was going to read to kind of tie in the 2 pieces. It's called Seed Sprout Pumpkin. Oh, somebody drew on it. But anyway, so I have this book. I'll read that too to go along with the Scholastic News. And we'll kind of like brainstorm and do like a schema map and everything to help. It's going to take us some time. And then for math, we're doing a math game, and it's I have to get it out, but it goes around. It's like a board game, and they have different addition, subtraction sentences, and then they move their piece along as they roll dice. So that's gonna be their new game that I'm gonna put in. And then at 2:45 we go over for our assembly for the pie in the face contest. So, which I'm so glad I'm not part of because I did not want a pie in my face. It is the 24th of October. It is Thursday. So we do not have school today. We have parent-teacher conferences. So we have a work day from 8 to 1 is when parent-teacher conferences start. And then we're here till 8 o'clock doing parent-teacher conferences. So, and I need to look at my schedule. I think I have mine. They're kind of, like I have some 15-minute gaps every once in a while, but I actually did one yesterday. They weren't going to be able to be here for theirs, so I went ahead and did it yesterday before they left because they were going on vacation. So, because the kids are off for 5 days, so they don't come back until Tuesday. So, I'm like, I wish I had that. That'd be nice. But I don't have school all tomorrow, so That'll be nice. And as you can tell, I'm getting congested. I didn't feel sick at all. Like, I still don't feel sick. I started sneezing this morning, and then this has happened where I'm just congested now. And I'm like, so I did take a, like, it's Sudafed, but it's like the real Sudafed, you know what I mean? That you have to get from, like, the pharmacist. I took some of that this morning, hoping that, because it does make me a little loopy and a little weird, that I'm hoping that by the time teacher conferences start at 1 o'clock, it's only 7:20 right now, so it's like really early still. By that time that happens, then, you know, I'll probably be out of that phase, so. But I'm going to try to get report cards finished right now. They're due at 10 o'clock. I have about a quarter of them done. I'm going to work on getting those done, but I have all the testing, I think, done on them and stuff, so all you do is just plug in, like, the numbers and we're good to go. So it shouldn't take me very long. But I've been trying to, like, I was trying to squeeze it in, like, every time I had a plan period. Okay, I'm going to try to get it done now. So that's why I was able to get some of them done, but not all. But I'm going to go ahead and work on that. I don't know when I'm going to have time to check in with you guys, so, and if I don't, I'm sorry, and it may not be till tomorrow I check in again. Because like I said, once 1 o'clock hits, it's pretty much go time all the way till 8. So it's going to be for a long day, but we can do it. Good morning. Hopefully you guys can see me because it's kind of dark still. But I just ran to Starbucks, got my coffee, and I got rid of coffee. Well, pumpkin spice latte, you know. But yeah, and then like by the time I got out, it was like pitch black by the time I got out of parent-teacher conferences. So I was like, I'm never gonna try to vlog right now. Plus, you really gotta watch the roads because you know there's deer and everything out there. So I needed to focus. But you wouldn't be able to see me anyways because, you know, like I said, it was dark. But I had all but one show up. So, and it was my very first one that didn't show. So I was like, no, I'm not the one that set up the parent-teacher conferences. So I don't know if, you know, they knew ahead of time and then maybe had to work at that time or what. Like, I don't know how they set them all up. But yeah, and it was pretty good. Like I got tons of stuff done in my classroom, which was really nice. So I'm like pretty much set up for next week. I pretty much went to spend today like just relaxing and not having to worry about getting stuff done in my classroom. So plus I need to get a plan with me filmed and I need to get some stuff done because I am going to be doing a Halloween special. So I hope you guys are going to be excited about that. Because today Rudy and I are going to the Haunted Ghost Tour thing. I don't know, like they're having here in town, so we're gonna do that. So, but that's gonna be a special, so you won't have that in the vlogs. But by the time this one comes out, the Ghost Tour will already be out. Like that video will already be out because I'm gonna put that one up like maybe the day before Halloween, so the 30th. So really loud in here. And I'm still like getting over sickness stuff, and it really hasn't been too bad. But now I'm like, I can breathe a little bit through my nose, but like I have a little bit of a weird like scratchy sore throat thing going on, which I'm thinking is because I'm probably getting some drainage going on. So I will talk to you guys later. Because they weren't going to be able to, they weren't